What up, Hyperchange? Welcome to another episode. Tesla has announced a stock split after hours, 5-for-1. I'm going to break down what this means, what impact it could have. It looks like after hours, Tesla shares are surging on this news. So we're going to break all of this down. And late 2018, I actually put out a whole video about why I thought Tesla should do a stock split, make itself more accessible to a bunch of small investors. So anyway, let's break this all down. This is the news that hit after hours. Tesla, each stockholder on record as of August 21st will receive a dividend of 4 shares of common stock for each then held share to be distributed after the close of trading on August 28th. Trading will begin on a stock split adjusted basis on August 31st, 2020. So that sounds complicated, but this is really, really simple. Here's what you need to know. If you had 100 shares of Tesla, by the end of this month, they're going to turn into 500. Nope, you're not getting way richer. The share price gets cut by 1/5. So basically, if it was trading at, let's call it $1,000 per share, now you have, 5 times as many shares, but they're trading at $200 per share. This is just a sort of back-end accounting game that really, it doesn't really change the value of the company at all. The stock price is going up, but it's not because, anything changed at Tesla. Elon Musk's desk or office doesn't look different. They're not doing anything in Fremont or Shanghai. But now, instead of having to pay $1,400 to buy a share of Tesla, Tesla, when they IPO'd, I priced their IPO at like 10 or 15 bucks, open at 17 bucks a share. It's easy for any of us to scrounge up 17 bucks and buy a little piece of Tesla. But now Tesla, because they've crushed it, the value of their stock since, in the decade since their IPO has gone up almost 100x, pretty epic, to over 1,400 a share as I'm making this video. It's really hard to buy a stock for 1,400 bucks if you're a kid. I actually, shout out to Ben, Hyperchange summer intern, who, I got this idea from him and wanted to make the original episode about the Tesla stock split after I got a bunch of messages from people like him who are kids in high school or, younger people trying to get into investing, being like, yo, like I have a couple $100 in savings. I just can't afford even one share of Tesla, so I can't even become a shareholder. There's no way I'm going to buy a Tesla car for 10 years, but I want to become a Tesla investor today. And I love that, openness of Tesla, allowing the company to open itself up, be accessed by smaller investors. That's how I started investing and taught myself, and I feel like is the best way to get educated about the stock market is just buy your favorite company, follow them super closely and learn. And I think Tesla, by making their share price lower, opens up the access to their equity price to so many more younger people who are trying to get involved. And that's why I love this push by Tesla. That's why I made a whole video about it a long time ago, telling them to do this share split, because I think it's going to truly make it more accessible. I wish even they did a 1-for-10 or 1-for-20 split, frankly, not a 1-for-5 split. But that is what it is. And I do think psychologically there is a level of like, the stock price, once it's lower, it's easier to go up higher. And I do think that's why the stock is up after hours, but that's less important. The other thing is, I've said this on Twitter before, but I actually think the stock split is a little bit archaic and a thing of the past, because there's so many amazing apps out there. Shout out to Public, that I'm an advisor app. Even Robinhood has this feature. Even Square's Cash App has this feature that allows you to buy fractional shares of a company. So I can sign up for any of those apps and put in $10 into Tesla. They'll do all the accounting on the back end to figure out how many shares that is. So I don't actually need that full, $1,400 or now, $280 to actually purchase a full share. So on one hand, I think this is amazing that Tesla's pushing, thinking about how to get more people and make it easier to get involved in their equity. But on the other hand, what's equally, perhaps even more exciting, is the brokerage technology and the commoditization of this technology to make it where eventually, fast forward 2 to 3 years from now, stock splits are irrelevant, because you can put $1 into any company regardless of the share price, because every single broker in the world will have that feature. And so I love where this is all going. This makes me so excited, because the whole point of Hyperchange, the whole mission of all of this, making investing open, transparent, accessible, fun. And I think a huge piece of that is literally allowing people who are trying to get started to buy into their favorite companies. Like, that should be super duper easy. It's all happening. And so amazing news here. It doesn't change what's happening day to day at Tesla, but it does make it a little easier for smaller and newer investors to buy into the stock. That's exciting. It's awesome that Tesla cares about this. So yeah, shout out to Martin for pulling this off. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.